There we go. Is that in frame? So this is a little bit weird, but I thought it would be fun to try and vlog some of the holiday, since we've never done it before, inspired by Shan. And so this is the start of that holiday, which for us will be, I guess, the next 3 weeks, and for you will be the next 20 or 30 minutes, or however much footage I end up taking. You have anything you want to say to the camera? Okay. And we got to get to the airport. We're rolling.
Don't sit on the Waddle Dee.
Oh, I don't want to sit on the Waddle Dee. All right. Osaka is intense. That's how I would describe it.
Yeah.
If I had to choose a single word. Lots of neon, lots of people, so much music and so much noise. Like,
and
it's
smells.
very stimulating.
Mm-hmm.
In a good way. I mean, it's kind of fun. Let's see what happens. A pigeon landed on Chloe's head.
Yep.
That was exciting.
Yep.
I've written that down. Pigeon landing on your head. We visited Don Quixote, which is a very weird shop.
I don't know, it's like a fever dream.
Mm.
It was just everything in there.
Yeah. You go in and there's like cosmetics, and then you go upstairs and it's like every variety of Kit Kat that you've ever wanted in your life. But then you turn the corner and then there's scallops on butter.
Cheese.
Sorry, scallops on cheese.
Mm-hmm.
And then you like go up another floor and it's like loads of games, loads of toys, and then you keep going up and eventually you find the Dolce & Gabbana section and the like really high-end alcohol, like whiskey that's like 500 euros a bottle or something crazy. Yeah, it's a weird shop. And it's not like scam stuff either. It's like Poundland, except you keep going up and all of a sudden it's like 500 Poundland or something. When you get to the top floor, it's weird. And then it's all built into a giant Ferris wheel. We have eaten a lot of food, like a lot of food. Like we had ramen, tonkotsu ramen. We had like a custard-filled bread pancakey thing, ice cream-filled melon bread. It's not made with melons though. It's like a crispy, normal brioche bread.
Yeah.
It just looks a bit like a melon.
It's called a melon bread. Beef.
Oh yeah, A5 Wagyu. And then the glazed sugar fruit thing. Yeah, a lot of food. Oh yeah, we went to a shrine and there's like a QR code there where you can like see what the guy does, so you know exactly what you need to do, and then you can follow the steps of washing your hands in the first. There's like, you wash your hands, and then you wash the stick that you washed your hands with, and then you go to another place and you throw some water on the mossy man a few times, and then you like cover his friends in water as well.
Hit the mossy man.
Of the mossy man, yeah. And then you bow twice. It's a very specific. But then, after I watched that video, or you told me what to do,
Yeah.
and I did that, immediately another Japanese man came up and did something completely different. So
Yeah. So we're unsure.
a different order of things, anyway. So
He didn't wash his hands at all.
Yeah. Mr. Buddha is not going to be very happy. Bye-bye.
Am I in frame?
I don't know now you've leaned back. I hope you are.
Do it again.
You don't have to do it again. Otherwise it's less natural. Second time. I don't know. All right. So we left Osaka and we took the Shinkansen for the very first time, which was super cool. When we arrived at the station, there was like a Hello Kitty Shinkansen train already waiting on the platform.
Oh yeah.
And there was quite a few people videoing it, so I felt obliged to also take pictures of it and video it.
There's only one Hello Kitty Shinkansen.
Yeah. I think Japan is a very collector-focused society, so it's like anything that looks cool, there's like, I don't know, there's always people there. People that like collect the theme songs from the train stations because they're all different, that sort of thing. So, yeah, that was fun. But then we boarded the Shinkansen itself. Yeah, so it moves at like 300 kilometers an hour from what I read on the internet. And also from what I read, so the distance from Osaka to Hiroshima, which is where we went, or where we are now, is about 330 kilometers, which is about the same distance as King's Cross to Darlington, which I think is like a 4-hour train journey, roughly. Maybe a bit less than that, maybe 3 hours. So it's easily, probably twice as fast as what a typical UK train would be at the very least.
Yeah.
So it's very, very fast. And I think we spent it's a fixed price as well, and I think we spent like €100,
There was
£90,
wasn't it, for both of us?
For both of us, so it's pretty good. You kind of just go up to the machine and you just buy it straight there, so yeah, that was cool.
Yeah, and they're super spacious.
Yeah.
Inside. You get loads of leg room.
Mm.
And there's loads of room to, you can stand up and walk in front of people in your row without them having to move.
Yeah.
Which is super nice. And you can really easily walk your case down the middle aisle.
Yeah, they like first class
Yeah.
seats basically everywhere. And the only thing I'd say is maybe the view outside the window was not as nice as I thought it might be.
Yeah, a lot of it is tunnels or like soundboards, I guess, or protective barriers.
Yeah. But also the whole coastline, so it's like it follows the coastline from Osaka to Hiroshima basically. The whole coastline has been urbanized. So it's like the whole way it's just suburbia. And then we dropped our bags off, and then we decided to walk the long walk to the Peace Memorial Park, which is where the marks the site of where the first atomic bomb was dropped, first of two that's been dropped on people, on the 6th of August 1945, which is
at 8:15 in the morning.
At 8:15 in the morning, yeah. But yeah, it was a pretty powerful place, I would say, a pretty poignant place. We saw the atomic bomb dome, which is essentially this building that was below the hollow center of the bomb. So rather than the force of the explosion moving laterally, knocking walls down, it's still standing because it was above it, the explosion. And so it kind of stands today as like a testament of nuclear proliferation. Non-proliferation, sorry. That's the one. And yeah, it's a pretty... I think if all the world leaders could come here and spend some time in the park and see the kind of I think for me the two most powerful moments were seeing the mound where the ashes of so many cremated people were buried, and then the second was when we went into the Peace Memorial Center, which I did not record any footage of, but you can like watch the testimony of people speaking, of like the families who both people who died very shortly afterwards, right? Because with radiation sickness, you can live for a few days, and it's very, very unpleasant. Or the families of those who were there. That was pretty sad, is the word I would choose to describe it. But it's worth a visit in the sense of just as a kind of, I don't know, pay your respects, like a pilgrimage type thing more than anything else. Yeah. And there was a big bell that we rang to mark for peace. There's a lot of emphasis on peace everywhere.
Saw some trees that survived the bomb.
Yep, that was cool.
Yeah, yeah, but they made a little crutch because I think it had fallen down and then it had resprouted from the roots, and now there's a wooden crutch to hold up this old branch and rope to keep it all together.
So he's still going strong, this old man. And that's it. Hiroshima is kind of, it's less touristy. It's still like very culturally different than anything you'd find in Europe, but it's more muted, I would say. It's more kind of, there are less tourists here.
Yeah, this is the first time we've had to get out Google Translate.
Oh yeah.
Talk to people.
When we checked into the hotel, the guy's like, he just does not, he like says, he can say okay and hello. Those are like the only two words.
Yeah, and that's what we can say in Japanese.
Pretty much, so. Yeah. So we were just like speaking into a Google Translator, and he would do the same, and he would do the same. So, I mean, it works. It's fine. Yeah. All right. That'll do. Bye bye. I don't know why I say bye. I'm not going to include that saying goodbye in the edit.
So you're not?
No, because it's going to be one long
right.
thing. It's not like episodes, is it?
What's up, everybody? It's your boy Lucas. I'm here standing on top of Mount Mizan. I got the shrine behind me. I can't remember its name. And I got Chloe with me here on the left. What you say, Chloe? She says, I got my Picari sweat right here. That's how you know I'm sweating good.
Hello, we are eating some karaage, some chicken from Lawson's, Japan's finest convenience store, konbini. We've got some water, we've got some other food. We're in Embari, that's I wanted to say that as well, in Shikoku Island, which is the smallest of Japan's 4 major islands, and we are about to embark on the Shinamami Kaido, which is the 75-kilometer cycle route back to Honshu, back to the main island, to Onimichi is where we are aiming for. Yeah, we're not doing the 75k in one day. You can do it in one day. We're going to do it over 2, so we're going to stay on one of the islands. Yeah. Chloe is making history as the first person, probably, on the island of Hiroshima to be eating a bag of Belgian crisps that she's personally brought with her, made with French potatoes. Very nice. Yakoya premium lemonade, which is like 4 times the concentrate of their normal lemonade. It's cold and it's extremely sour.
And the ice cubes are lemonade.
The ice cubes are lemonade. I think they put a lot of sugar in it to compensate. These are edible lemon slices that they pickle in sugar.
Yeah.
And then these are like also edible, although they look like they've got candied sugar on as well, but they are more sour. And yeah, as Chloe said, the ice cubes are also made out of lemons. So if you really like lemons, and Setoda is of course famous for its lemons, this is the place to be. It's the day 2 of the Shinamami Kaido cycle. We're starting from Ikuchijima, from Setoda, the town, and to Onamichi, which is our final destination with the bikes. It's about 30 kilometers. But if we make any diversions, it'll be more than 30 kilometers. Chloe has her spicy karaage from Family Mart.
Very good.
It's actually quite spicy.
It's much spicier than the one from
I have to drink Calpis after I ate the spicy chicken because quite spicy. Yeah. But we're loaded up, we've got our food, we've got our drinks. Let's get it done. Well, in our pursuit of trying to hike up to a temple, we may have accidentally hiked up another mountain, Mount Shirataki, which is completely...
In the middle of our 30 kilometer cycle.
Yeah, so we left our bikes further down and we started hiking and we kept going and we kept going, and I was like, temples around any corner, anytime now. And like 500, 600 meters later, here we are. There's nobody here, but the view is quite spectacular, right? This is the whole of Ikuchijima Island. No, sorry, we've crossed into another one.
Yeah.
I can't remember what it's called now. This is the bridge that we need to aim for now to head off to our next destination. And if we pan the camera around further, can you pick it up? Yep, this is the bridge where we just crossed from. Well, just like an hour or 2 hours ago. That is Ikuchijima Island where we stayed last night. And there are so many Buddhas in this temple, just all the way down as you come up. And there's nobody here, there's no monks here, but it's very well kept. And many beautiful trees and blossoms and flowers. So we're gonna have some lunch. It is 3 o'clock, but never mind. And then we will be on our way. Very wet, but yeah, there we go, nearly there. All right, Shimanami Kaido complete. 22.5 miles done according to my watch, so less than yesterday. What did you say? Something, what was the K?
51 kilometers yesterday.
Yep. And today? 35k. Does that include the hike we did? So there was also a hike.
I was recording for that, but okay. It was recording as a cycle, so I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know how that worked. But those distances includes the hike. But we made it across the ferry, and now we're going to get a train to Kyoto.
Yeah.
We actually got here a lot faster than I thought, because the ferry runs like every 2 minutes. It's crazy. And yeah. So you may notice something a bit different. That's right, I had a shave. No, we've been gifted or told to wear some yukata by the ryokan. Strongly recommended to wear some by the ryokan that we're staying in Kyoto, where we are right now. Hooray! So we finished the Shinamami Kaido. That's correct, right? No? What is it? Shimanami Kaido, sorry. I always get the M and the N confused.
Yeah.
I think it's supposed to be 75 kilometers total, but we did about 85 in the end with all the diversions we did. So a ryokan is like a traditional Japanese hotel is basically what it means. I guess it's like saying an inn for England. Breakfast is part of the kind of hotel service, and it's normally a multi-course thing.
It apparently takes an hour.
So we have to be down at 8:30 to eat our multi-course breakfast tomorrow, and that was the latest time slot.
Yeah.
We are, of course, in a kind of beautiful traditional room. We've got the paper sliding doors, which just lead to the balcony. The tatami floors, the futons, again, like last night.
A really low down table.
A very low down table.
Chairs with no legs.
Which we haven't sat in yet. I will sit in it just out of curiosity. I think the main feature of these places is normally like the bath facilities. So there's like a very nice bath and like a wet room here, just there. And they give you loads of things for your ablutions, hence the shave.
Because we had a bath.
The toilet is very, very fancy. I'm not going to...
These Wales, they often have, like if you don't want people to know that you're washing your bum, you can turn on flushing sound.
I feel like...
other noise, which is just weird.
I feel like if I was in the neighbouring cubicle and all of a sudden I heard like...
Exactly. Well,
I know exactly what's going on.
Everybody knows what you're doing.
Yeah. Our toilet has 3 bidet settings, different angles. Alright, I think we'll turn in.
Yes, but...
Well, actually, I'm going to eat an orange first. This was given to us by our host this morning. Freshly orange.
Grown.
So I'm going to eat that because I'm really actually quite hungry.
Yeah.
Before we go to sleep.
Good.
Okay. It's a busy day
Alright.
tomorrow. We've got a lot packed in.
Yeah. Including a 1-hour breakfast.
Including a 1-hour breakfast. Alright. Bye-bye.
They are quite comfy, these.
Chloe's tired. Why are you tired?
It's been a long day.
Another long day.
Another long day.
No rest for the wicked. Every day's been wake up at... Well, today was 7:30 for breakfast.
Yes, because we had breakfast at 8. Another interesting selection of unidentifiable vegetables
Yeah.
and things. You liked it, didn't you?
Yeah. I wouldn't say the flavours were anything like strong or anything. It was
I beg to differ.
Yeah, okay, fair enough. In the morning we visited the Kyoto Imperial Palace, which was near where we were staying in the ryokan. I will talk more about where we are now in a minute. We still had to take a bus.
Yeah.
We wandered around. It was nice. We walked more than we needed to because we walked all the way around the exterior of the palace. The trees were absolutely beautiful. There was like hundreds of varieties of different trees, like some I'd never seen before in my life. And then we probably walked about 1.5 kilometers, I think. I worked it out, around the palace before we found the entrance. And I was a bit like, I actually thought it wasn't even open at all. I thought it was completely shut. So anyway, then we had to go into the palace, of course. And it was very nice inside. It was free. And it was good you just kind of do a little walk around of the courtyards and you see all the lovely buildings, and it's quite interesting the different styles from the different periods of buildings that they have there, including ones from like literally 1,000 years ago, the central one where the emperor used to live. He doesn't live there anymore, he lives in Tokyo now. Yeah. And then we walked back and realised that when we got on the bus, which was late, or at least somehow we'd missed the one that we were supposed to catch, that you weren't allowed to bring bags on the buses, the big suitcase bags, which kind of screwed our plans a little bit for what happened next, which was we were supposed to get to here, where we are now, which is a townhouse in Kyoto. A townhouse in Kyoto, which is something I've wanted to do for a very, very long time. I wanted to stay in one ever since I saw it on YouTube.
There's a theme with a lot of these things. Yeah.
So it's a whole house. I've already taken some videos, so I will show them here. But it's very beautiful inside. It's very traditional. It's probably how it was about 200 years ago.
Apart from with the electricity and the working kitchen and the running water.
Yep.
And the air conditioning.
Yep. The air conditioning is needed though. It was so warm.
It was very warm today.
But it's beautifully finished inside. There are some very nice features like the wooden feature below, in the room below. These sliding doors are like everywhere, right? But there's like big gaps in the ceiling with these huge wooden beams. And obviously you have the kind of paper screens everywhere. The kind of rooms can become one or they can become separate. You can shut the doors to next door. Although, maybe we're just moving one side of the wall to somewhere else. Ta-da! It's cool, eh?
No, I think you can shut this one as well.
Yeah.
There you go.
There you go. Completely sealed. Next door. So it could be 2 bedrooms, right? If we
apart
kids
from
were here.
that giant gap.
Apart from the giant gap, yeah. But the problem was we wanted to drop our luggage off at 12:30, didn't we? And we didn't have much time, so there was a frantic walk across Kyoto.
40-minute walk
with our suitcases.
With suitcases through like the busiest, or some of the busiest touristy bits of Kyoto.
And then we went north. We kind of just left Kyoto in the north, right in the north east, into like a little town, the end of the line.
A little railway.
A very cute railway.
A little train.
I really like the guy with the driver in the little window.
Yeah, he bowed to you every time somebody got off.
It's very cute. Just to check everything was all right with the tickets coming off. And we went blacksmithing.
Yeah.
We made knives. It was very difficult.
Really hard work.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what I was expecting when we booked that. I don't think I thought they would let us actually do as much as we did. Because we were like sat in a room. There was 14 people sat around a forge with a little anvil and hammers, all hammering away at these little metal blocks for an hour to plan these knives out. It's really hard work. It was good fun.
Yep.
We had to do that, and then we had to grind it on a grinding machine. And there was like, again, all 14 of us in this tiny room grinding away, sparks coming off the knives. With like defenders and masks and glasses on, and then you turn around and there was the guy who owned the shop just angle grinding, sparks everywhere, like right behind people.
Trip hazard.
Yeah, the health and safety was like top notch.
And now we have to go to bed because tomorrow, again, we have to be up early to go to the Inari Shrine, the Torii Gate Shrine.
Yeah.
And then something else in the afternoon. Ooh. A mystery!
Woo!
Woo! Which hopefully in the video will be revealed in 1 minute's time.
Yeah.
Alright. Good night.
Good night.
Good night. Yes, let's pour some tea.
Thank you.
We had a kimono photo shoot. And it wasn't just like normal kimono either, it was like formal, fancy kimono outwear. So the normal kimono is a bit like what we did the other day during the tea ceremony, which are still beautiful, don't get me wrong. But this is like another level on top of that in terms of the special occasions that you would wear these at. They're more like wedding outfits, I think.
Yeah, I think it's like, I think normal people wear them. I don't think they're reserved for like people of power, but it would be like black tie maybe, or like you kind of wear it on your wedding day, maybe once in your life, sort of thing. Is what I gathered, but that might be wrong.
Yeah, but whereas it took me maybe 3 or 4 minutes to get dressed for the tea ceremony, it took like 25 minutes to get dressed this time, with a lady helping me the entire time to tie everything up. But it looked really good. And we got some.
Look really good.
Yeah.
I had about 15 layers of towels and like padding underneath.
Yeah.
And then I had 2 ladies who like put me in this big belt, and they told me I was standing with my feet too close together, so they told me to stand stronger because they needed to like
just spread your legs.
The belt around.
Yeah.
It was quite like at one point they were like, "Are you okay?" And I was like, and then they proceeded to go, "Yeah, fine."
Yeah. I don't have a lot of videos of that. We couldn't for the Getting Changed, obviously, but so part of the package included basically a photographer hire for 2 or 3 hours.
Yeah, which I didn't realise it was going to be that long. I thought we would kind of get dressed and then go somewhere for like half an hour with the photographer and take a couple of photos, and then that would be it.
It was long.
But it was like really 3 hours in the middle of Kyoto in a nice
the Gion district and then beyond.
Yeah, so we had to walk around where all the tourists were, and everyone would be like, "Oh, look."
There's quite a lot of people in
Outfit.
kimonos, but I
There's
didn't see
loads
any
of us,
guys
yeah.
with the same outfit as me, I have to say.
No.
It's quite unique.
Well, I think a lot of them are quite unique.
Well, they're all unique, that's kind of the point.
Yeah.
They look so much better than what you can buy in the stores as well. I don't know if there's like, because you've got all the components, so it's like having a kilt.
Yeah.
You've got all the bits in, so it looks, you need the complete outfit.
Well, I think the extra fancy ones are, they have a lot of extra frills, I think.
Yeah.
Little bits.
But,
I had my hair and makeup done.
yeah. That was nice. So anyway, we had a professional photographer who, what was his name?
Takeshi.
Yeah.
I think that was probably his last name.
Yeah, probably. Who kept calling us Lucas-san and Chloe-san, which was quite cute. Kudoe-san. And he's like a real professional photographer apparently. He's like 20 years of experience. He used to do like travel.
He followed the Yangtze River from source to
Yeah. And he showed me his portfolio. It was like, Jesus, this guy.
His talents are wasted on us.
Yeah, I know. So tomorrow we are probably going to have a little lie-in.
Yeah,
this
finally.
evening. Yeah. I will at least have another bath in the big wooden bathtub. Make the most of it. Particularly because we've got a bit more time. Yeah, every day we've been getting in at like 10 o'clock or 10:30, and then it's like, oh, now we have to like clean. Well, we don't have to clean, but like tidy up a little bit, make sure our stuff's ready for tomorrow. Oh, last night it was like we have to do the washing, and then we wanted a bath, and then it was like getting ready, deciding what we were going to do today in terms of this morning, the early start. Then the video, and then it's like midnight, and you're like, God, I have to get up in 7.5 hours. This is no time. But tomorrow we do have a little more time, and this evening we have a little more time. So indeed, I think we'll have a little lie-in, and then we're debating whether or not we'll go to a temple. I don't know.
You don't want another stamp?
I would love another stamp. I'm 50-50 on it. But either way, we need to get to Kyoto Station at some point. Find somewhere to store our luggage, and then I think we're just gonna hang around that area for a bit because that's where Kyoto Tower also is. And
for
ramen
for lunch because there's a
food hall.
What's it called?
World of Ramen.
World of Ramen.
And then we're off to a spa hotel. Hopefully relaxing.
We just got an onsen.
With an onsen. All right. Goodbye from Tokyo.
Kyoto.
Goodbye, Kyoto. We haven't been to Tokyo yet. I don't know why I said that. Bye-bye. So the main event today was the Nagahama Festival, which started at 9. We weren't there at 9. We were there slightly later, but it was fine. The idea was they had 4 floats that they had pre-moved, as we saw yesterday, some of them moving, to this shrine starting point, and each of the floats would have a kabuki on it, a festival related play.
It's like Japanese panto.
Yeah.
But less of the audience participation. But it's this similar sort of over-exaggerated and dramatic.
It felt a bit more scripted though, and also less comedy focused.
Yeah, although there were some comedy bits. I think it's supposed to be like parody, spoof, exaggeration sort of thing, rather than a serious play.
But it's quite static as well. The character, because I mean the stage is very small, right? It's a moving float.
Yeah.
So we got there at probably the midway through the first play, the first kabuki, and all of the actors are children.
I think they're all. We think they're all young boys.
Yeah, because they're all boys because that's how kabukis are played, based on an old ancient sexist law, and they're all children because that's the Nagahama tradition.
Mm-hmm.
So we watched that. It was very obviously we couldn't understand anything that was going on, but it was impressive. It was very cute, and it was impressive how many lines the kids remembered.
Yeah, the plays were like 40 minutes long.
Yeah,
and there was no obvious error. Obviously, we couldn't tell if there were any errors, but they had dance moves, and they had to do movements and stuff in time with music.
Yeah. I'll interlace some clips so you can see some of the bits of it.
It was very impressive.
Yeah. And then at the end of the first play, we were pulled aside and interviewed by the BBC. The BBC.
Yeah, it was the BBC.
It's the Biwako Broadcasting Company, Biwako referring to Lake Biwa. But that was a bit confusing when they came up to us and said, can we interview you? And then they said, we're from the BBC. And we were like,
really?
What the heck?
All this way?
And then when I made the joke, oh, you're from the British Broadcasting Company, they did not understand what I meant at all. So
the other BBC.
Yeah. But yes, so they asked us some pretty simple questions, right? It was pretty quick. Where we were from.
Whether we'd ever seen anything like that before and what we thought of it.
That was it, really. Those are the main things. It was like a local broadcast. And I think it was very quickly after the presenter kind of announced what was going on. They showed us and they translated, obviously, what we were saying into Japanese because the subtitles were at the bottom.
They cut it as well.
And they cut it.
Used some of them.
But that was a weird experience to be on the television in Japan. It's a fantastic, like you were saying, 2 truths and a lie.
Mm-hmm. His English was pretty good, thankfully.
And then they went off and interviewed some other people.
Like one other.
No, there were like 2 or 3. But we weren't the only Westerners in the audience. I will say that I think there was at least one.
Of Westerners,
like 3 other people.
Yeah.
And we were the most kind of accessible and visible at the back, probably the most attractive as well. Yeah. So, and the youngest. So, because it was like an older gentleman I noticed, and like his wife or something.
Yeah.
Then we watched the full. We actually said, let's only watch a bit of this because we don't really know what's going on. But then we ended up watching the full second play. They moved the floats into position. And then we watched the full second play, which was about 2 samurai fighting over something.
I think it was a loyalty thing with the local lord.
The local daimyo.
But it's very hard to follow. But the news reporter said that it's hard for Japanese people to follow as well.
I think he was just being nice.
Yeah.
But that was good.
They do speak in a really weird way. And like some of the kids are teeny tiny and they've got this like...
They were so adorable.
Cute voice.
Yeah, that kid, cute. The young one in the second play, must have been like 6 years old.
Not even. Teeny tiny.
It's a lot of lines.
Yeah.
So we watched the whole of the second plane.
Yep.
We watched some of the second float being pulled back away. Because the idea is these floats, they then kind of march through the town, and then they do repeat performances elsewhere in the town, and they finish about 5-6 o'clock. I visited the onsen again, and then I went for a massage. The second massage of my life, the first being in China 13 years ago. Mm-hmm. It was very nice, very relaxing. And now we're here.
Yeah.
Yeah, for the last time. Tomorrow we have a very, very long journey, unfortunately. It's about 5.5 hours to get.
Is it still even if we don't go into Tokyo?
It's 6 hours if we go to Tokyo. It's about 5 hours and 15 minutes if we don't.
Okay.
To get to our hotel near Fuji. But it is what it is. It is also... It's going to be much easier getting to from Fuji to Tokyo. It's about an hour and a half, so
yeah.
This is the bulk of the journey.
We also don't have the luggage.
And we don't have the luggage.
Much easier.
All right. Goodbye for
Bye-bye.
tonight. Hi everyone, so today I'm going to do a taste test of the strawberry Kit Kat. I've not had one of these before, and let's see what it tastes like. You can only buy these in Japan, of course. Covered in a strawberry chocolate. It's not actually like in the interior, which is quite interesting. So let's see how it tastes. Quite a strong artificial strawberry flavour. Not really kind of super fruity, kind of like what you get in a artificial iced lolly, but nice. Have you seen the view, by the way? Look at the lake. Cool, eh?
7つの驚き、8つの別れ、私の目に輝く9つの希望。あと10秒、大切にしよう。より高く登る、どんなに高くても。私た たちが戦う15のラケイや12の夢が飛び立つ18のことを私の心は生きている未知留のドライブへのジャイルホ道から水までさあ行く進め人生はレースだショーを楽しもう数字一つ一つが物語を語るこの世界では私たちは決して失敗しない
Was it good? Hello.
Hello.
What do we do today? I would say today we had a bit more of a lazy day, except it wasn't lazy at all. We still walked a lot, but at least we weren't gallivanting around quite so much.
Yeah, it was less structured.
Yeah.
We went this morning, we went down, or
Ueno.
to Ueno.
And then we kind of had to leave. Oh no, we went to a
up
shrine.
To a little shrine in the park. Got a stamp.
Got a grocery stand. It was a nice shrine.
Yeah.
Yeah, the market was quite nice. It was quite busy. It's quite familiar in many ways to like Shinsaibashi, except without the arcade. I think it's just a structure they have quite frequently. A lot of places in Japan is this kind of lots of independent shops on the sides, and then it's busy traffic and kind of nice archways moving into it. It's quite cute. Lots of sights and smells.
Yeah.
A bit cheaper as well. I don't think it's as popular as some of the other touristy places.
No.
But it was good. And then we went back to Akihabara because we had a reservation at a teppanyaki wagyu restaurant just down the road from here. And we were like one of the only people in the restaurant. We didn't realise it was a Michelin star restaurant until we walked in and saw the Michelin star thing in the lobby area. It was also on the 8th floor of a skyscraper.
Yeah, with a really unassuming and a bit creepy hallway too.
Yeah, seems to be a thing, right? Because
you would like not know it was there unless you had like researched it.
Yeah. So we went there, and then I chose it because it was rated high on Google, and then I checked on what's it called, Tabelog?
Yeah.
Which is the Japanese kind of big food review app, and it seemed pretty good there as well. And also, crucially, it was teppanyaki, but they didn't serve fish if you went with the lunchtime option.
Yeah, it was a set beef menu,
It was a set like beef tasting menu to taste different types of wagyu, and also it's cheaper if you go at lunchtime, which is why we went at lunchtime.
Yeah, it was 107.
It was €107 for the two of us to eat there with the drinks.
Yeah.
Obviously, you have the chef right in front of you cooking everything.
On his grill.
We had the little salad starter, and then
which is really tasty.
We had a proper A5 wagyu steak that he cooked, and like thin slices of wagyu as well.
Yeah,
I don't know what the grade of that
thin
was.
Slices.
And it was very, very good. It's very, very, very good meat. Yeah, extremely really rich, buttery. Very, very buttery. He showed us how to eat some of the meat.
Yeah, we got a lot of dipping stuff, didn't we? There was like there was a mustard, there was a
salt,
barbecue sauce, salt, and then a couple of different soy sauce things.
Garlic chips.
And garlic, little fried garlic things. Yeah.
And his favourite way was for the steak, he didn't really say anything, and I think that's kind of, I preferred that either just completely by itself or with a bit of salt on it.
Yeah.
But for the kind of kebab style beef, he would put a bit of mustard on it, soak it in the barbecue sauce, but it's not really barbecue sauce like we have in the West. It's quite garlic. It's a bit more vinegary kind of thing. You can taste the soy sauce, like the umami flavour in it as well. And then you put that on your rice and you eat that as like almost like a sushi.
That was very good.
That was very good. And
And there's a like noodle, spring onion, beans, sprout mix, which was again just salted and peppered, but fried on the grill, so it had a really nice barbecue-y taste, which was really good. And then
miso soup.
Yeah, and then miso and
some
rice and some tea.
And then we had some strawberry ice cream. Yeah. So it was, I guess it was quite expensive, right? For me, I mean, it's like 50 quid per person. But I guess at a Michelin star restaurant for like Wagyu.
Well, the only other Michelin star restaurant we tried or looked at going was one in Switzerland, and that was like 400 francs.
450 francs. So yeah, very good, very tasty. And then we left. We wandered around Akihabara again a little bit, looking at some bits and bobs. And of course, we got this fella here, this Waddle Dee, that Chloe's gonna have to try and take back with her on the plane. Yeah. He's enormous.
Yeah. Well, he's lovely.
And then we decided to head to Osaka, right?
Yeah.
But not before picking up this boy behind me.
Oh, he's fell over.
He's fallen over. Totoro. So we got another plushie.
We weren't gonna get a Totoro, but we walked past
a cute shop.
We walked past a little independent shop.
It says Studio Ghibli official merchandise, but I haven't seen them like that in the actual Ghibli shops before.
Yeah, they're either massive or they're like tiny or the wrong colour, or the with the which is a little bit creepy. So we went to
the metro up to Sensuji, I think it's called Sensuji, which apparently is Japan's oldest temple.
They're all Japan's oldest temples.
I feel like we've been to 5 oldest temples, so I'm not sure what the real oldest one is, but it's very nice in the temple area. We've been to a lot of temples while we've been here. It's got a lovely pagoda.
It's a good temple. It's got a pagoda. It's extremely touristy.
It's very busy. Lots of people. They basically have a huge alleyway, like lane of just shops inside the temple grounds, filled to the brim with like cafes and little foodie places and souvenir shops and like teapot shop, just like everything you could want. And it's very cute, but at the same time you're like, this is like a place of worship for a lot of people. It's a little bit strange. It would be
a little bit like having it's set up in the graveyard of Westminster Abbey.
Yeah.
Like
pretty much.
Loads of souvenir shops.
Those are British souvenirs.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
maybe
anyway.
It's not like that.
Then we decided to leave the temple and wander to the Sky Tree in I can't remember what the name of the area is, but it's to the east of the temple, northeast of where we are now. And apparently, while we were walking there, in particular, I think when we figured out when we were on a bridge over the river, there was an earthquake, the 7.5 magnitude earthquake just off Aomori Prefecture, which is about 450 kilometers north of here. So I read online a lot of people saying they could feel it a lot in Tokyo and in Yokohama, which is further away from the epicenter than we are. But I think because we were on a bridge and the bridge was swaying anyway when cars were going over it.
It was a little bit of a rickety bridge anyway, wasn't it? And it was made of metal, so it was kind of clanky.
So I reckon probably it went off at some point and we just thought it was a car going over, and actually it was the earthquake.
Yeah, which we only found out about later when everybody at home messaged us to be like, "Are
you still alive?"
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. So anyway, we didn't even get the phone alert on our phones, right? And we're on the local network. So obviously the government, given that they told everyone to evacuate, before the earthquake even happened,
they know what they're doing.
They weren't concerned about the Tokyo metropolitan area.
No.
But we did. I remember we briefly entertained the idea of going to Aomori. To Sapporo. No,
we wanted to go.
No, I don't think Sapporo because it's too far away. But Sendai.
Yeah, we wanted to go up north,
which is towards Iwate Prefecture.
But it would have been too much.
It was a lot, yeah.
So it's a good job we didn't.
Yeah. So anyway, we're coming to the end of the holiday, really. But
Yeah,
we're
we can
knackered.
feel it. We're really tired.
My legs are so tired. Every morning I'm like, I don't want to get out of bed because my legs are knackered.
I think we got to the point now where sleep doesn't really, like one night's sleep isn't enough to...
Yeah, we need like a day where you're not moving, and it's like, we cannot do that because I don't want to waste a day, particularly when we've got so little time now.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
毛布の重さに心が押しつぶされて深く吸えない息を浅くつなぐ朝時計の針は進んでいるのに僕の体はベッドに縫い付けられたまま喉に詰まった声が誰にも届かず震えて冷たい指先をじっと握りしめたこれは弱さじゃない生き残るため折れそうな心を守るため息苦しい闇の中でかすかな鼓動を抱きしめてる
What did you get?
Well, 48, I think. Small fortune. Shall I sign this one up? Bad luck.
窓を開けても心は重く沈み学校へ続く道は灰色で遠い立ち上がろうとすると足首に見えない鎖が絡みつく生きたいと頭で叫んでも体は動かすただ汗がにじむ沈むようにドアの前でしゃがみ込んだこれは逃げじゃない必死な防波堤砕け散る自分をつなぎ止めるため苦しい胸の奥でまだ生きたいと叫んでるこれは諦めじゃない一時の休息息を深く吸い込みながらここで生き延びていくことでもう一度空を仰げる日が来る日が来る
Hello. We are in
Akasaka.
Osaka. The reason we're here is because I wanted to stay in a capsule hotel. And so we left our lovely hotel that we had, where we were sharing a bed in our cute, 13th floor apartment room overlooking some of the city, and instead are sleeping on separate floors in what basically is equivalent to a kind of posh hostel. And it's like 20 quid a night.
Yeah.
On the last night that we were in Japan as well.
We wanted to do it on the first night that we were in Tokyo, but it was too expensive, wasn't it, for some reason?
Yeah, it was
like 100
a lot.
odd.
It was a lot of money. So anyway, we're here now, unfortunately, but another item ticked off the list. Probably not the best that it's the very last night, but what can you do?
Yeah.
Yesterday, in fact, was when we went to the fish market, right? Tsujiki market.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then where I ate some very fatty tuna, which was fine. It wasn't. I don't think that. Maybe I just had bad one. It was okay. It was different flavour, very buttery, but I wouldn't say it was like the Wagyu experience.
I mean, it's not the real fish market anymore because it moved. And the real fish market happens before dawn.
Like 4 kilometres away as well. The real one.
And this one is like tourist central.
Yeah.
Everything's very expensive. I think you can get some good stuff there, and it is fresh.
Yeah.
But it's super expensive.
Yeah. Anyway, I think the best thing I had there was unagi, which I finally got to try, which is eel, which apparently is a very long cooking process, like an hour of smoking and then grilling, and then they smother it in this lovely sauce. That was definitely the best. And then we poodled off north to Shibuya, the Shibuya crossing, the famous crossing in lots of different things. What?
The famous zebra crossing.
Yeah, it's literally a zebra crossing right in the middle of the road. It's very funny watching people, ourselves included, video themselves as they cross the road for the purpose of just crossing the road.
Which we did several times.
Why did the chicken cross the road? To film himself getting to the other side. So yeah, indeed, it was. It's cool to be in a place which you see a lot on the telly or on film.
Yeah.
I think that's for me anyway. That was the appeal.
I thought it would be bigger. Like there are bigger crossings in Akihabara.
I think for sure.
I think the Shibuya one is the busiest crossing. That's why it's famous.
Yeah. Oh, and then we went to the Nintendo store, which was close by. That was fun. We played
There's a whole floor in the mall of the Nintendo store, the Capcom store, the Sega store, the Godzilla store.
The Pokemon Center, of course. We didn't buy anything, but I'd get to see Mewtwo. We played Mario Kart on the Switch 2.
Who won the Mario Kart?
Twice. we wandered around Harajuku, which is close by.
Oh yeah.
And I got a very, very sweet boba tea.
Yeah.
And
it's literally a brown sugar boba tea.
And it was very kawaii.
Yeah.
Is how we would describe it.
There's a lot of animal cafes. Which is a bit like, the cat ones are okay, but then you had really big dog ones. And there was a capybara one and a miniature pig one. And then there was a woman on the street with an otter.
Oh yeah, there was an otter cafe.
Well, I don't know if it was a cafe, but you could pay to like pet the otter. Take pictures with the otter, which was a bit...
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Then we went Team Lab,
that's the one.
Yeah.
Team Lab in the south of Tokyo Prefecture. I mean, there's like 3 prefectures that make up the city, so it's kind of easier to call it that. Near the sea. That was good. It was like an interactive sound music experience. Light show, water on your feet, soft things.
They're interactive art exhibitions.
It was very nice. My favourite really was cool. the light show early on, where you felt like you were kind of in space or something. I don't know.
Yeah, it was like a kaleidoscope type thing with the mirrors. Everything was mirrored, and it looked like you were in the middle of something. There were
a lot of exhibitions, right? There was like even like simple ones, like there was a little waterfall thing that you walked through in the start. There was...
You spooked yourself because you stood on an unexpected floor.
I did. And like Bill the Pony. Yeah. There was like a big flower 3D display. There was like a whole kind of interactive games area called the Forest, where you could like capture animals. We didn't really do that, but we did look at them. There was an upside down orchid garden.
Yeah,
that was cool. It smelled very nice. It's kind of weird, but they didn't need soil to grow, which is very odd.
Apparently.
Yeah. And that was it. And then we came here to the capsule hotel.
Checked in. Went straight back out again for more tonkotsu ramen.
Yeah. For more tonkotsu ramen, indeed. Not as good as yesterday's one, but still very nice. How would you say the same?
I would agree.
Yeah. So tonight we have to sleep in separate floors, never mind separate capsules, separate beds, alas. But
yeah,
we'll have to
we
somehow...
don't even have the same locker space.
I know. We'll have to somehow coordinate. We're not even allowed in the same locker space.
No.
It's like men and women split.
And then you go into the locker room and you put all your stuff there, you get changed, and then you get given pyjamas. And you can have a shower and brush your teeth. And then you go up to bed, and then you're not allowed to talk in the floors where the pods are.
People are sleeping.
Yeah.
So we're going to head there now, basically. And then we'll get up tomorrow and pool around before heading to the airport.
Yep.
Alright, see you tomorrow for the last time. Bye-bye. Alright, well, it's been a pleasure. I don't know how I'm going to edit all this together, or what I will include. But, from Bangkok, thank you for watching. Goodbye! Lovely Bakari sweat.